Hello guys, I'm Sushil, and in this tutorial, we'll be learning how to do this satisfying animation with using only a modifier and couple of empty objects. So let's get started. We'll start the tutorial by deleting everything on our viewport. So press A to select all and X to delete. Now we will add a circle to our viewport. So Shift A, Mesh, Circle. Now when you get a circle, make sure it's selected and go to edit mode by tapping tab. Once you go to edit mode, click Z on the over here and just press E to extrude and S to scale. So it will extrude it inwards. Now after extruding, press Y over here and press R to rotate and Y to rotate in Y axis and just rotate it like that. Now once you've done that, press A to select all and we will extrude this in Z axis. So it will get thicker. Now press A to select all. We'll add a bevel. So press Ctrl B. Just pull this. Now we have added a bevel, and this is our geometry. Now we will be adding a array modifier to this geometry. So go to modifiers, array, and set the count to 25. Now over in relative offset, set the value of x to 0 and z to 1. Now we have to add an empty to our viewport. So Shift A, empty, plane axis. Now if you want to make the empty bigger, you have to right click on the empty and press adjust empty display size. So now it will get bigger. You can't scale it up because it will mess with our animation. So we have to do this way. Now select the geometry and turn on object offset and set the object to empty. Now when you press R twice, we can animate our object as we want or move our object like this. Now if you scale down the empty, you can see it will get the pyramid kind of shape. So now we will animate this. So expand the timeline, press I to insert a keyframe, and we will be dealing with rotation. So we have to add a rotation keyframe. So press R to add a rotation keyframe and go all the way to frame 200 and just rotate it where your final want you and just press I and done. Now when you set the end to 200 and play, you will get this. Now once you've done that, I'll go to top view and we'll just move both the empty and the object to the side in x-axis and add another empty called here, and we'll just scale it up by pressing right click and adjust empty display size and select both the empty and the geometry. Now select here and press Ctrl P, parent to object. Ctrl P is for parent. Now when you rotate the sphere, the both empty and the geometry will go together with the our sphere. So now we'll duplicate this. So select everything Now press Shift D and R to rotate in Z axis. So press Z. Now just move it along and press Shift up. So it will repeat the process again. Now for the last one, just rotate it a little bit also, like that, so that it's flush with the thing and doesn't spot out. Now when you play, this will look like this. It will look like this. Now let's create a scene for this. So we'll add a plane. So Shift A, Mesh, Plane, scale it up. Go to Edit Mode. Press 2 on your keyboard. Select these 3 edges and each extrude in Z axis. So just pull it up. Now we will select all the edges over here and bevel it. So press Ctrl B, just pull it. Once you pull it, just scroll so it will become smooth. Now go back to object mode and right click, shade smooth. Now we have a scene. Now we'll add a camera tool. So Shift A, camera. Now find the best view on your viewport. Once you've done that, just press Ctrl Alt Numpad 0. Go to View, Align View, Align Active Camera to View, so that our camera will be aligned to our viewport. Now let's adjust this a little bit. Now when you play, it will look like this. Now let's animate our camera so that it's moving from here to here, like this, like a curve line kind of thing. So to do that, we'll add another empty object. So Shift A, empty, here, and just adjust the empty display size to this big. Now we will parent our camera to this empty. So first select the camera and after that this one, Ctrl P, object. Now when you move this empty, our camera will rotate. So go to camera, make sure it doesn't go out of our scene and go to frame 0 or 1 and add a keyframe. And this will also be our rotation keyframe because we are rotating the sphere. Now go all the way to 200, frame 200, and rotate this in Z axis. And come here. So so when you play, our camera will be moving like this. Now let's do our lighting, because this doesn't have a light source at all. Once you go to render mode, which is over here, when you click this button, you can see that it's very dark because there's no light source. So let's add a light to our scene. But before adding a light, go to render properties, turn on blue point space reflection, and make sure the rendering engine is set to eevee. Now press Shift A, light, point light. Just move this up here, and we will duplicate this light 4 times. So just press Shift D, X-axis, and just put it over here. Now you can, if you go over here, transform pivot point and set the pivot point to 3D cursor. What that does is that this light's pivot point will be this 3D cursor, this crosshair, you can see. It will be the pivot point of this. So when you rotate this, it will be the median point of this lamp. So it's important to do that because when you duplicate and rotate this, we want the light to be here, and it will be easy to do this way rather than manually putting the light over there. So set the pivot point to 3D cursor, press Shift D, R to rotate, Z, and just put it right up here and press Shift R twice. Now we have 5 lamps. Now let's give trend to it. So go to light over here. Make sure all the lights are selected, and press and hold Alt, and just give it a value of 50,000. Just let's keep it to 10,000. Yeah, that's better. Now we have this. Now let's change the color of this lamps. So just go over here, color, and we'll make it a little bluish or greenish. You can see only this light color is changing, and let's make it blue color. Once you are satisfied with your color, go to hex code and just copy the hex code and paste it to all of them. Now this is it. Oh sorry, I forgot to increase the power of the middle one. So just give the same value, 10,000. Now we'll get the illusion of all the lights outside the animation will be green, and in the middle it will be white. So once you give a nice material to a geometry, it will seem nice. So let's give your geometry a texture. So select the geometry, go to material properties, select new, and increase the metallic to 7 and roughness to 0.3. Now you will get this kind of thing, reflective kind of thing. If you want, you can change the color too. So over here in base color, you can just change the color like this, but I'm going to keep it to a little greenish. Yeah, that looks better. Now click this arrow mark, copy the material and click the next one, select new and paste it. And we are going to do this same exact thing to all the objects. Once you've added the textures to all our geometry, the last thing left is to render this as a video file. So go to output properties, select the output path and set the file format as MPEG video, encoding as MPEG-4 or MP4. Now go ahead and click the render button, render animation. That's it. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe for all things, and also follow me on Instagram, yt.polythings. Thanks for watching that.